smile that makes the sun rise. You make it shine, but I can see that you don't realize, and that's what made me fall in love. 'Cause you got style, the way your body makes my heart beat sound. It's amazing all the time. You are the only thing I need in life. Oh, I want you. Can't you see? I want you. I believe 'cause I want you. Here with me, I'm gonna go crazy. I'm gonna go crazy for love. I look at you and know it's alright. You read my mind, but I can see that you don't realize, and that's what made me fall in love. 'Cause you got style, the way your body makes my heart beat sound. It's amazing all the time. You are the only thing I need in life. Oh, I want you. Can't you see? I want you. I believe 'cause I want you. Here with me, I'm gonna go crazy. I'm gonna go crazy for love. I don't need another love. Yeah. We do this every day. We do this love for life. You got a smile that makes the sun rise. You make it shine, but I can see that you don't realize, and that's what made me fall in love. 'Cause you got style, the way your body makes my heart beat sound. It's amazing all the time. You are the only thing I need in life. Oh, I want you. Can't you see? I want you. I believe 'cause I want you. Here with me, I'm gonna go crazy. I'm gonna go crazy for love.
Good evening, everybody, and welcome in for another one night only tonight. We have another amazing guest coming in from the California markets. We're going to get to know some new friends for some of you and some old friends for some of us. And at the end of the night, we all walk out with a cup of coffee in our hand, knowing that we've got a new creator to follow. The Triple C's are here tonight and ready to go. Miss Minter is in the house and excited, bringing in that magic from the Virginia market. Coming in and bringing that Florida spark and heat, it's going to be Miss Sammy D. Tina Marie is taking the night off. She's a little under the weather. We wish her the best. So everybody keep Tina in your thoughts. She'll be back with us in the upcoming weeks. Stephanie Kiel is coming here now, I guess, taking over the Maryland market, and that's a good thing. And, of course, our center of the country is covered by Miss Monorail Mollie. Ladies and gentlemen, it is the Triple C Show. It's another great show. 70-plus people in here already. Loving it, loving it. We are live. It's going to be another great interview. I ask you to do the three simple things. Like the video. Let's get this video up. It should easily be 100 likes tonight. Moderators, help us out. Let's get there. 2, subscribe to me. Give me a follow. Come back. Watch these ladies every week. Share them out. Talk all about them. They are an incredible interview. It's a fun night every Sunday night. And then comment. Comment in the chat, be a part of the chat, be engaged, be involved in it. And if you're watching the replay, which I know a lot of people do me a favor, leave a comment on the video. Tell everybody a little bit about it. And again, with that, let's bring the ladies in tonight and have some fun. Hello. Welcome in, everybody. We will, I guess, we'll start to my, let's go. We'll go counterclockwise this way. Jen, I'll start with you. How are you doing tonight?
Hi, I'm doing good. Doing good. You know, it's been a gloomy weekend. I mean, even though I'm here in the Midwest, we've been getting the rain from the hurricane, just clouds, winds, rain. It's been yucky. So not nearly as bad as other areas, but still, believe it or not, we're feeling it up here too. So
absolutely
yucky weekend.
And thoughts and prayers to all those. We know we were just talking before the show that Chris has been through a lot. there.
Absolutely.
And we love him,
Yep.
and we're thinking of him with everything going on down there. I'm sure there's many other friends in here, so we're not going to make light of anything with the hurricane. A lot of challenges going on with that. Miss Kiel, we didn't get a hurricane here. The closest I got to a hurricane was Preston snoring in my ear on the way home, blowing on my ear. So how are you doing?
I'm doing great, thanks.
I'm
It's been a little
good.
overcast here, but it's all right. It's good.
Yep.
I'm
Little
happy
gray.
for the cooler weather for sure.
Yes, absolutely. I got off the
Take it.
plane. It was 69 degrees, and I said, "Okay, everything's good." So we were ready to rock and party.
Tina will
So,
be happy with that. So that's
yes, she was
Did you
somewhere.
let Dina know?
I'm sorry.
Did you let Dina know?
No, I didn't. I left her alone. She was
Okay.
asleep. So, Miss Sammy D, how are you?
I'm super jealous. 60. We're still like 90 over here.
Ugh.
It's
Yep.
so hot. It's not fun. We took family
sorry for
pictures.
your troubles.
It's really bad. We took family pictures yesterday, and I dressed up Brayden as Stay Puft Marshmallow because we were the Ghostbusters.
How
And I couldn't
cute.
even do the pictures. I had to only put the hat because it was so hot, and it had like the muscles of Stay Puft Marshmallow, so he could not wear it. It was
Oh
too much.
Lord. Well, I'm sorry to hear that. I hope it gets better down there in the Florida markets. And Miss Minter, how are you?
I'm good. I'm good. I've been writing out all this rain that we've gotten, and it looks like we're getting more rain now.
Yeah.
And we needed it, but there it is.
Well, let's bring some sunshine tonight with the show. That's what we want to do here. So we're gonna have some fun and start it off. Stephanie, you are on. Let's talk about who's all in the chat.
All right, sit back and wait because this is going to be a long one. Okay,
Woohoo!
let's welcome in Stacy Rogers, Debbie Bernfeld, Vicki Gillespie, Paul Engel, Aliens Wear Green Hats, Darla, Sebastian the Crab, Disney Connections Mel, Stitch Lover, Fred O'Malley. Welcome into Mari Memphis. Zip-a-doo-dee-duck-doo. I always say that wrong. All right, Mark Langenkamp, Julio Francisco, Anne-Marie Dreher, Sammy D, Shelby J, Angela Minta's here with us too. Ride the Teacups, Carol G, O'Connell, Mandy Mary. We've got Sandy Birdwell here. We've got Daniel Berry Sports Highlights. We have Mandy Adams, J.C. Skipper Brian. We've got Miss Lila Rose. We have got the Curtis family, Mr. Chris. We've got Jason Thibodeau. We've got Dean the Turkey Lexter. We've got Matthew Walter.
Mhm.
We've got Molly's mom.
Uh-oh.
We've got the Disney Baker in house here. We've got Little Mermaid fan, one of the mods from the channel we're going to interview tonight. Also, Jill Watchbrick. We've got A.B. John. We've got Cakes 2112. We have Dave Cantrell, RJ Salso, Debbie Thunhart. Another mod from Donnieland. We've got Halloween in today. We've got Alex Miller. And I don't know. I think I might be caught up. But
Well,
I'm
if
not. Pino Pete's in.
okay, if we missed anybody, we will definitely get them along the way. I see Vanta Crew just came in, so welcome in.
And Gloria Thibodeau. See you too.
I love it. I love it. I love it. I'm excited. We're going to have a lot of fun here tonight. We are going to highlight our guest links throughout the night for all of their social media. Please give their social media a follow over on there. Stay up with them and what they're doing, and give them a follow on their subscribe on YouTube, because guess what? They're going live tonight at the party. To party and celebrate 2,000 followers that they just crossed over yesterday. We're so proud of them and how far they've come, and they just keep growing. Someday we're going to be talking about them with 10 plus K, 20 plus K, and more. And I can't wait till we're talking about those celebrations as well. And again, if you're brand new coming in tonight for the first time, hit the follow here as well. Jen, we had a great show last week, probably because I wasn't here. Maybe that was the reason. So,
I don't think that was the reason. I think it was because of our sensational guests.
I'll agree with that. I'll back that up. So
Okay,
let's
let's
go
go with that.
Let's go with that. How about a recap of last week?
Sure. Let's hear all about the adventurelies that we had with us last week. We learned about a lot. Oh, no, wait, we didn't have adventurelies. We had Tina and JD, didn't we?
Yes.
Okay, we had Tina and JD last week from Parks with the Pigeons.
You know what? You know what it
I
is.
lost a week. You weren't there. I lost that week.
You lost a week because see, I take a week out, and I guess I'm not
Oh my
unforgettable.
goodness.
That's good.
Wow. Wow, Jen. Welcome to the show.
Let's hit it up.
Last week, we learned a lot about an energized couple and their journey to our Disney community. We met JD and Tina and discussed their vastly growing channel, The Parks with the Pigeons. We learned about their faith, their family, and their love. JD and Tina started heartwarming stories about their lives together and their upbringings apart. We discussed Disney favorites and must-dos in the park. I encourage everyone to watch the replay and leave a comment on that show. Make sure you're following all of the Pigeons' social media accounts, and if the mods can drop the link for last week's show, that would be fantastic. So you can go back and watch Parks with the Pigeons.
Sebastian is all over that. And all of the links for Parks with the Pigeons are in the chat. So you can click on any of those links and follow them as well. We got 70 plus people in here. We need to get up over 100 likes. We're at 70 right now. So let's keep jumping that up as we go through. And I think we want to, Jen, I think we wanted to go to Stephanie real quick because she probably got more names. She looks like she has writer's cramp.
Probably. I see this chat is flying. So, Steph, let us know who we got.
Alrighty. So I have Delali Lane, Miss Kate here with us tonight. We've got Ed Drew. We've got Austin Boosie. We've got Stitch Has a Glitch. I saw them in the other chat. Nanny Pooh Bear, Vanta Crew. I also saw in that California one. And I made a mistake about the mermaid fan. She's not a mod over there, but there is somebody who's a mod over there that has the word mermaid in
Yes.
their thing. I can't remember
Haunted
now which
Mermaid.
one it is. Do you know?
I think it's Haunted Mermaid. Isn't
Haunted
it?
Mermaid. Yep.
Haunted
That's
Mermaid,
it. Thank
yeah.
you. I got the
Yeah.
two.
Donnieland has some
there.
great people over there, nice people over there modding. They've really done a blessed job as I've watched them, and we it's a great thing to see when the community continue to grow and build them up. And I think it's all parts of why they're up over 2,000 and more to come. Let's see. We got to talk about our guest this week. And I think I'll go to Miss Minter on this one. We've got some amazing people. Let's tell everybody, if they're just coming in and aren't aware, they didn't look at the thumbnail or hear me yell it out 7,000 times or see me share it on 37 Facebook groups or see me share out the Triple C Instagram or also see me just, texting Donnie in the middle of their chat. I can't wait to see you on the show. Tell me about it.
Yeah, so we have an amazing married duo, but this time coming from California. Our California adventure tonight continues to deliver a series of wonderful Disneyland themed creators. Jen can crochet her way out of a paper bag, and Donnie has hair that rivals Fabio in fullness and flow. With the incredible following of actually 2,000 subscribers on their YouTube channel. Join us in a few minutes. We'll be Donnieland.
Definitely. I can't wait. We're going to have some fun with them. So we're going to have a good time. Let's go down to some silly questions for a minute. We always like to do that and get things going. Thank you for subscribing, Jacob Rourke, to the channel as well. Tonight, we appreciate you for doing that. We always try to have some fun with the ladies. I come up with something innovative and new to have some fun or learn them a little bit. Slim Devin, thank you for your support of the channel. Let's talk to Sammy first because she's going to have the next segment. So I'm going to go to her first and say, Sammy, if you could time travel, when and where would you go?
I want to go back to the 80s because number one, they have the best hairstyles and love the outfits. Also, my mom's always talking about when she used to like break dance in these parties. I want to go back to a time and just be like a little fly and just kind of see what she means about that she break dance because
I could
not athletic at all, or she doesn't really dance that much. So I would love to kind of see what the definition of break dancing to her would be.
A little known fact is that I've seen the movie Breakin' about 50 times, and I did used to pop, lock, break, and spin. Now I'm just broke, but it's totally different. It's two different realms. So it was something different there. So that's funny that you brought that up.
I pay money to see that.
Now I think there's no recording of that. Thank God. What's one, and Miss Minter, what's one place you visited that you never want to return to?
that I never want to return to. I think I'm good with visiting. I will tell you, I just moved from Northern Virginia, and I'm good never going back to living there.
Okay, Northern Virginia, it is. Stephanie,
Yeah,
what's the best thing you've
there we
read in
go.
what's the best thing you've read in the last 5 years? And don't say
Oh,
Paul's Diary.
that would be pretty awesome. Um, well, I've read a lot of books that some women have written for like some self help kind of things, but then also get in touch with your self kind of stuff.
Okay,
Um, so I can't remember the title right now, but it's about bees, and it was really cool.
okay, all right, gotcha.
Oh,
Jen, do you have a favorite holiday? Why or why not?
Oh, of course I have a favorite holiday.
What is it and why is it?
Okay, it's Christmas
Okay,
because I love the colors and the lights, the music, the feeling that you get around the holidays, the Hallmark movies. Love all those things. I do have to say though, I like to put in an honorable mention for Thanksgiving, just because that holiday has the best food. If we could take the Thanksgiving food and bring it to Christmas, that would be the perfect thing.
that's a great answer. I actually had the Thanksgiving dinner this week, and I had cranberry sauce. I was licking it up like it was yesterday's. I don't know why. It's the only time I can eat is when I'm eating turkey. Cranberry. Other than that, I could care less
Well,
about cranberry.
just to give you an idea, when we go to that Earl of Sandwich down there, I always get the holiday turkey because there's just something about turkey and stuffing and
Okay.
cranberry just any
Mhm.
time of year. It just gives you that nice warm holiday feeling when you're eating it.
Absolutely. Great call out.
Exactly.
Miss Stephanie, do we have anybody else coming in before we bring our guests in here?
we do. So welcome into Cherie, Miss Surfer Girl 326. We have
Nice.
Amanda Lewis. We've
Mhm.
got Stephen Rocky Singleton. We have Slim Devon's Adventures. And we have Matt Simba 2.
Okay, cool. Just a reminder for all those coming in new, make sure you're following all the links of our guests tonight. They'll be dropped within the chat. If you're brand new to me, hit that subscribe and have some fun tonight. It's going to be a good one. Ladies and gentlemen, it's my honor to bring in a 2,000 follower channel, and I love saying that. I can remember when I found this couple, and we were talking about how they were just a couple hundred followers, and I said, "Wow, I really think they've got the flow, they've got that interactivity between the two of them. There's an energy over there of happiness, and they're going to be something." And they're already jumping up over 2,000. I can't wait to see what they're going to do. Ladies and gentlemen, please welcome to the chat, Jen and Donnie of Donnieland. Hello, guys. Whoa, hello. That's way too much me. How you doing, guys? Glad you could make it tonight.
Doing great, thank you. How are you guys?
We're good. We're good. We're excited to do that. A lot of your followers are coming over and saying hello tonight. Appreciate you sharing it out and letting people know you're going to be over here tonight. With that, I'm going to get out the door and turn it over to somebody much better than me at talking to our guest, Sammy D. Start us up if you would.
Well, welcome in. So we're going to start by getting to know you guys. So I'm going to start with Jen. Now, there may be some, people watching tonight or replaying, depending on their schedule. And they might not know you. They might be meeting you for the first time. Can you please give us a short introduction?
Of course. I'm Jen. I'm married to my lovely honey over here. I am a mom, first of all, foremost, mom, wife, and I am a special needs educator. And I've been doing that in the special needs department for 17 years now. This is year 17 for me. And
Wow.
I
That's
also
awesome.
love to crochet.
That's awesome. I love that. Thank you for sharing that. So, Donnie, as we do these interviews, we have found that our viewers love to hear the stories behind how couples met. Can you share that with us? Put you in the red seat.
Oh boy. Yeah, so it's strange. I used to go to a family barbecue every 4th of July. Well, I think
It wasn't your family.
yeah, that's why I'm saying it was a family barbecue. And I had known these people, this family, forever. In fact, they they had known my parents even before me. And so one year I'm there, and this awesome girl was standing over there on the lawn, and I glanced over at her, and she glanced over at me, and it's such a cliche when you say love at first sight, but it's weird how souls work, and it's very true to me. So as I was thinking about it, she came over and started walking to me and talking to me, and she picked me up,
I did.
and I can't.
Wow.
Awesome.
Right.
That's a beautiful thing.
And
I
it
love
was
that.
this whole time he knew my family.
Yeah, and this family that I'm speaking of was her family.
Wow.
So
That's
awesome.
cool.
I never knew she existed.
Oh,
Yeah. It was really
Wow.
weird. It had never happened where we were at that same function at the same
Yeah.
time or whatever, and just that year was the year, and everything just it's odd.
It's timing, and it was meant to be.
I love it.
Yeah.
That's
Yeah,
Awesome.
it really was,
Awesome.
because
So I'm gonna send this over to Jen. She has some questions for you.
Okay, so I'm going to ask Donnie first. Your background in music throughout your career, playing with live production, writing, engineering, is extensive and very interesting. Can you share some of this part of your life with us?
sure, it like you said, it's very extensive. It's hard to thumbnail it,
Mhm.
but I guess the easiest way to put it is, you start out pretty much like any other kid that wants to be some type of musician. You get pots and pans and you bang on them and whatever. You get your first little drum set, yada, yada, yada. I finally, around 16 is basically, if you want to call it professional, that's when you start getting paid for it. You start really working. I went into my first recording studio. I did a first tour, playing in bands, the circuit around the tri-state area, like California, Arizona, Nevada. Then later on, moving to different bands. It's hard for me to skip so much because it's such an involved story, but it would be way too long. And then from band to band, recording albums and touring, stuff like that. Growing up, I always listened to live music on the radio.
Okay.
And I always thought to myself, if I can never make it big, I would like to be those people that do that. I've been to so many concerts by the age of 16 that I really admired every aspect of it, not just playing, but the recording part of it, the performing, the production, on and on and on. So anyways, I always thought how great it would be to do that. And so skipping forward quite a few years, I ended up working for a company for almost 30 years, writing, producing, and engineering that very show that I used to listen to as a kid, as well as other shows, going out and recording these concerts and producing, writing, and engineering
Very
them.
cool.
And
Yeah.
That's
working
really
with
cool.
all kinds of people,
Mhm.
whether it's playing in the bands or working on the stages or producing, writing, engineering, yada yada yada. And that's kind of as thumbnail as I can put it. Yeah.
That's awesome.
Real quick, before I want to just jump in. I'm sorry, Jen. I want to jump in real quick and say we're only 10 likes away from 100. We need to show this guest some love, so let's get it up over 100. And just real quick, before you go to the next question, I have to intervene to do this. Mar in Memphis is in here. Donnie, will you please tell her that Elvis is alive and it's Bob? It's the guy Bob. Tell her that Elvis is alive and it's Bob down in the South. I keep telling her.
Yeah. Have you seen that Bruce Campbell movie? Come on. Yeah.
That looks
Elvis is alive, man.
Oh, he's alive. There's no doubt. All right. Sorry, Jen. Go ahead.
Poor Mar. I'm sorry, Mar. If I knew that's what he was going to say, I would have cut him off. Okay, let's move over to Jen now. Jen, your story your story includes lots of ups and downs. Your passion for working with special needs kids is motivational and passion driven, while your cancer battle has been inspirational. Could you be kind enough to share some of your story with us?
Of course. I always knew I wanted to be in education. And my grandmother was a big inspiration to that. She was an ESL teacher growing up. She was able to help in that. And I just always wanted to help children and kids. And I wanted to have 59 babies of my own. And, just that was just me. And when I took my kiddo to school in kinder, and I would volunteer here and there the best I can, and I saw the special needs kids, and they had aides that were helping them, and they had a whole department, and sometimes not actually having the job at the time, I would try my best to help because kids would gravitate towards me, and kids on the spectrum tended to gravitate towards me. I always say they sensed that I was a safe place, that I was a safe person for them to gravitate towards. They even knew before I knew, which is amazing. And when they told me, Jen, did you know this is something you can do? And I was like, you kidding me? Like, really, I can help. I can, and I went, I took the tests, I took the classes, I did what I needed to do. And there was no looking back. This was the passion. This and these kids is what I was made for. This is why I was put here. There's no doubt in my mind that this is why I was put here. Every year I have different challenges, and I just try to rise the best that I can to these challenges and help any way I can, and be an advocate and a voice for every child that doesn't have that. I work with children who are nonverbal, who don't have that voice. They need help getting whatever they need out. And I'm glad that I am their advocate. I can help them with that and just make it better for them, make it better for the parents, watch them grow, which has been, being that I've done this for 17 years, I already have the kiddos that I was with in kinder that have graduated, and having them come back to me at school, they're grown adults coming back and they're like, Miss Jennifer, remember me? And it's like, it's overwhelming, but it's just awesome to see them thriving in life because of the early intervention and what we put into this. And just to make it a small note, like, yes, I was doing this and I got started on that kind of in the middle of being diagnosed with breast cancer. So I would deal with that. I'd have a surgery. I'd get a few surgeries done. I'd do like, can I go back yet? Can I go back yet? Doctor, my drains are empty now, please. And Donnie would be like, she's not going back. And I'm like, yeah, I am. Like, my kids need me. And so then it's like, all right, fine, you could go back, but you can't get sick. I'm like, all right, that's fine. As I have kids that climb in all over me and everything, I'm like, it's fine, it's fine. But that's, it's been interesting, but it's kept me going. All of it has kept me going because I don't have the time or anything to just really not want to do it. And it's like, this is why I'm here. I don't have any other, this is me, 100% me.
It's funny. I'm going to jump in real quick because she's downplaying it a lot too. It's not just me, but everybody in the school district had noticed that she had something about her. How everybody's chins just hit the floor when they noticed how the kids just, I'll remember one time where a child was having problems, and there's nothing they could do because the child, you can't touch the child, and the child doesn't want to be touched. Without going into more detail than that, she was walking by, and the kid came out and hugged her. So
it takes a special soul. You're right.
That kiddo.
You know,
It takes
and then
special
on the other subject too of everything she's been through with the cancer stuff, the millions of surgeries she's been through, and I'm not exaggerating that by much when I say millions. There's been so many. She would go in with let's go, let's get this done, smiling, happy, laughing, making jokes, and the nurses and doctors and surgeons, they couldn't believe it. You know, they'd walk in and her and I were like having a party, you know, laughing, and her attitude towards the whole thing is let's go. I just, you know, this is great, let's get it done, let's go. I want to get back, you know, yada yada yada. So you can see she's downplaying it a lot, but it's amazing the spirit, the soul, and what she has. It's undescribable.
It's beautiful, beautiful, beautiful. You know, it's a tough road, and you know, I've heard the story because we've talked about it a little bit on time, and I applaud Jen for being a champion and a warrior princess out there, and taking this battle on while also looking out for other souls while she's doing it. But you know, Donnie, I'll give you your props too, my man, because behind everyone who battles some type of challenge is a stronger person that supports them as well. So my applaud to you. It's a great story, touching story, guys. If you're not following Donnieland after hearing that story, y'all need to have your head checked. So all of their links are in there. Make sure you're following. They're going to be going live tonight. We're going to talk a little about. We got a lot more to this interview to go. Just make sure you're following. It's a beautiful thing. There was also something I started to. Oh, I know what I want to say real quick. You have one of your followers that's come in here, who I love it when I see him in your channel. Donald's fan. It's one of the most simple. It's a simple channel name, but I absolutely love it. Whenever I see them over there, I just smile. I just love that channel name. So I wanted to highlight that real quick. And I wanted to call out Rachel McCarthy. Rachel McCartney is in here from Ireland tonight. We met Rachel when I was live down in Disney. So she's brand new to our community. She came over to watch our Triple C show and see the ladies and see you guys. So I just wanted to give a little shout out to her. Jen, where are we going? We got to check some names first, or what are we doing?
Sure, we could check some names. Yeah, let's do that. We haven't done that for a while.
Okay.
So Steph, who's joined us?
All right. So we have Dash of Disney here. We've got WDW Explore and Chill. We have Christina G and Rachel McCartney, who Pete just mentioned, and Brandon Schutz.
Nice. Awesome. Thank you, Steph, for being on that tonight. All right, let's go to Slim Devin is gifting a membership to Joey D of all people. This is not fixed. I swear to God, this is not fixed. Thank you, Slim. We're gonna have Slim Devin on the channel later on this year, sitting in this seat as well, getting to know him. I'm gonna get him booked. I am excited to talk to Slim. It's probably early 2000s. I'll be reaching out to you. Actually, we were just talking about that before the show. I'm gonna be reaching out to you. It's easy to love Jen and Donnie. I'm glad to just see you in my chat, and thank you for supporting them so much. Miss Minter, I think we should go to you. Let's talk a little bit about their channel. There are 2,000 followers on their channel.
I think we should. So Jen, your name is in your channel description. What is the inspiration behind this choice at the start of your your YouTube journey?
Jen's Crochet, because I do crochet. And
Okay.
the inspiration for the Disney, because of this guy. This guy right here. He started it, and being the typical wife, I had a medal in it. Because that's what we do. That's what I do.
On the basis of keeping myself out of trouble, I'm going to plead the fifth and not comment.
There you go. I meddle in things that are not mine, and I had to get involved because, well, he has something nice. I want it too. So, it was as easy as that. I was like,
why not?
Well, I can do this too. Why are you leaving me out? And then my own page, because I had my own page. I had Jen's Crochet.
Right.
But obviously it wasn't enough. So I had to go meddle in his. Because I mean like that.
You're
I
not
mean-
mean.
I love
I
it.
wouldn't view it as mean either. I mean, it's just, he should have known it was going to happen.
You have a natural curiosity. We'll call it.
He's known me for 24 years. I'm not going to meddle. Come on.
Yeah. Yeah. So, Donnie, we all have a path as to how we found the Disney YouTube community. Can you share with us your journey to finding your path to our community?
Sure. So
2020.
Yeah.
2020, I think, is when it started. The biggest. He's always loved Disney. We've always loved Disney. 2020 hit. 2020 was hard. It was hard on a lot of people.
Mhm.
And it was hard on people with mental health problems. It was a time of seclusion. It was a scary time.
Mhm.
It was a lot of negativity, a lot of anger, a lot of stuff that just wasn't okay mentally and spiritually for a lot of people. And Johnny had a hard time. It wasn't easy. And we were slowly just sinking. And he found refuge on YouTube. And believe it or not, it was Provost Park Pass. Chris saying, I need to just take a second and I want to talk to you. Because he recognized that there's people out here who are having a hard time
Mhm.
with the everyday, with the socialization of the getting back into a community, being able to just make it through the day-to-day life. It's not an easy thing. And if you've never experienced it, you don't know. And you never know sometimes what's going to help you. And Chris's words, they helped him, which in return, he doesn't know, helped us as a family.
That's a beautiful thing. And we're going to talk a little bit
Because
more about
it was
Chris
hard.
as we get later in the show. Definitely. I want to talk more about
Yeah.
Provost. I love that you found this community through somebody who's, to me, is on, we've been highlighting them for quite a long time. He and Amanda are just amazing people, and they continue to bring the magic. And I know that was a tough time for you guys, and really appreciate you doing that. So I want to talk about Chris when we highlight the channels, because it's going to be a featured channel in the show tonight. Let's take this level up a little bit. I always love to see Jen smiling in the show, in the camera, usually eating something, usually eating something delicious from the park, and smiling and laughing with us. Look, I'm all about it. I'm a foodie. I'm 100%. I'll high five you. I'll high five you with half the. I don't care. I love it. So let's have some fun. Let's ask our ghosts. Or let's ask our guests. Halloweeny. I keep looking at Halloweeny. I keep thinking how great it is they changed their names to match the season. It made me think of let's go, Jen. How about asking our guests a crazy question tonight?
Okay, this one I want to hear the answers to. Do you guys have any weird nicknames for each other? Jen, you go first, and then Donnie can answer.
Nicknames for each other.
Are we allowed to say these on? No.
That's a devilish laugh. We got to hear it now. We got to hear it.
It's going beep, beep, beep. No, I'm just kidding. But seriously, the main one, like, it was always, we have sweet pet names, like the one every single day, I'm at school when he wakes up, and then he'll text me, and then it's always, and you guys have heard it in the chat a million times, honey bunny, I always text back, "Good morning, honey bunny, love you." And so that's been honey bunny forever. I think for a while it was honey bunches of O's, just because it was hilarious. And then we tried to make it as long as we could just to be obnoxious with each other. You know, it's just the way it is. And then, of course, there's other ones where I've always been furry little Ewok.
Oh, yeah. I've heard that one. Mm-hmm. I've heard that one.
I'm hairy. But I mean, furry little Ewok.
Oh, Lord.
I tend to call her mama more than anything.
That's true.
You know,
you do call me
think,
mama. Yeah.
You know, when you have a kid, everybody knows that. You always say, oh, go talk to mommy and go talk whatever. And mama stuck forever. In fact, I've been at Disneyland where she's been on stream.
What Dash just said. That's the one. Jen's always called weird in the chat.
Yeah, weird.
But I mean,
I would yell, "Hey, mama!" And you know, everybody would, "Oh, Jen," it'll slip. You know.
Love it.
How about yesterday? You called yourself a dork.
But really, yeah, she's a dork. She's weird.
Yeah, I'm weird. Exactly. Like they all said, we like try to do a tally. I think one person said they're gonna make a meme of all the different times that Donnie's called me weird. You're so weird. Man.
Like, I love it. Love it.
Awesome.
See,
Steph,
you're so weird.
Steph, I know you got a unique question for him.
Yes. All right, dorks unite. All right. What's something you never want to spend money on again?
Go ahead.
Me?
Yeah.
You know, I think most of all is, man, I think I must be unlucky about all the times that I've gone to places to eat and everything about it was just completely horrible. And I would tell myself every time, I'm not going to do that again. And then you'll go someplace else or, you know, whatever. I can't nail down one specific place, but man, going to a restaurant and spending all that money and have it just be a completely bad experience, bad food, bad everything. I mean, I know people that have watched us have heard me say a million times, because I bring my own food to Disneyland, to the parks or whatever. And when I'm at home, I'll eat nothing but the food that she cooks. So, you know, once again, it just goes to show you how great of a person she is, that literally her food will outdo anything you can get anywhere. And so, you know, spending money on food, going out to eat at a restaurant, to me, it's not.
Good answer. Okay. I like it. Sammy.
Yeah.
Donnie hates
Donnie hates Costco pizza. The chat's killing me.
They're funny. So, what is the funniest thing you have seen someone do at public? And we'll go with Jen first.
This is actually probably the answer for both of us. It's funny now. It really is. At the park, so this was at Knott's, not at Disneyland, at Knott's Berry Farm. It was really hot when we went. Our kiddo was small. It was a family, you know, at Knott's. And it was hot when we went, like hot. Well, at Knott's Berry Farm, they have like the pump that you pump and water comes out, like old school style, like when you go out and you pump your water. So they have one of those there. And so we were like, holy smokes, it's so hot, great. We were like splashing water on us. At some point, we're filling up the bucket hats and like putting it on us. We're like drenching ourselves with this water.
Going
like,
in your nose and your eyes.
Everything.
And your
We're
mouth.
just like, trying to cool off. This was fabulous. We thought it was the greatest thing in the world. We leave to go get some food. We come back because we want to get doused with water again. Lo and behold, we find out we see a woman standing there washing her feet in it. It's reclaimed water.
Oh.
So we were bathing in foot water.
Oh,
no.
Water.
We were dying. You should have seen us. We were like,
just no.
Foot water.
That's crazy. If people do that with me, it's varnish. So what are you gonna do?
I couldn't. But when we tell the story, we look back, we're like, oh my gosh, we couldn't imagine. Like, she's literally flip flops and all, washing her feet in the thing there.
Gosh.
We thought we were gonna die.
That's crazy.
If you ever heard us reference foot water,
Oh my
that's what we're
goodness.
talking about.
Yeah, that's where foot water comes from. So it's a joke
Well,
now.
Now that we've had our
This is
foot
the
water
funniest
reference of the day,
thing.
let's go to Angela for the final question.
Okay. If you could eat one food for the rest of your life, what would it be? We'll start with
Oh,
Jen.
that's easy. Can I speak
Oh.
for her and see if she can speak for me?
Yes,
Because
do it.
I'm pretty sure we know each other's answers. That'll make it a little more interesting. So I'm going to say her food would be tacos.
Yes. Yes. I'm going to say his food is going to be pizza, excluding Costco.
Love it, love it, love it, love it, love it. Well, there you go. That's good, great about couples that know each other indirectly. That's great. I want to remind you, we got a lot of new friends coming in. Steph, will you just say hello to anybody before I go any further?
Let's say hello to Regina Erie. Let's say hello to CL, to Surfbone. John there. We got Mike Beachman, and we have Theo Sam Eagle.
Well, welcome in, everybody. I love that. Sammy's in the chat. She's all fired up, saying you can't go wrong with tacos and pizza. She just wanted to make that clear, regardless of what Joey says. And Laurie, welcome in.
Lori,
Laurie.
yes. Hello, Lori.
Right, welcome in. And Dragon Blood is here. What's up, Dragon? How you seeing, buddy? Good to see you. Hey, listen, if you're new to our chat tonight, if you're new to the chat, these ladies do this show every Sunday night, introducing you to brand new or veteran Disney creators. You never know what you get. You might also get somebody who's just coming in that you see in the chat all the time you've always wanted to meet, and you'll find them here every Sunday night. So hit that subscribe. Don't leave the building tonight without doing it. And we are doing a subscriber giveaway on Friday night. So you want to be subscribed to the channel to be eligible of that on our Friday night show. Our guests tonight are Donnieland and Jen's Crochet. We're going to talk more about Jen and her other channel in just a couple minutes here. Make sure you're hitting those links, give them a follow, staying up on IG, Instagram, Facebook, all the socials out there, especially both of their YouTube channels. And don't miss out on our Instagram. We highlight a lot what's going on over there. So make sure that you're doing that. I'm going to go and fix my mic right now, and I'm going to turn it.
Alrighty. So back to me. I have a couple of questions for you guys. So Donnie, I'm going to ask you your question first, and then Jen, you'll have a different question. So hang tight. So Donnie, you create hilarious thumbnails with Bitmojis. Can you tell us some of the inspiration behind your creations?
I have no idea. I think, when I first started this thing, I was looking for, I didn't even know, like thumbnails, what is that really that big of a deal? Just, can it just auto generate or whatever? And then I see, like, look at Pete's, man. I mean, they're just incredible works of art. So many people, the way that Theme Park Casual does, and Barry Place 28, and Cordy, California, all these people, they make these incredible pieces of art that are their thumbnails. And there's no way I could even imagine myself doing something. I can sit down and play the guitar or drums or whatever, but putting together something like that is just unimaginable for me. And I don't even know how it came to me. I just started playing around with they have like the cartoon characters, cartoon yourself, and all these things, and the Bitmojis and all these things. And I was just playing around one day, and it was cracking me up. And I guess that's how it moved into the thumbnail thing. And every time I did it, it would crack somebody up. And then next thing you know, Jen's like, oh my gosh, what are you doing this week? Or what are you doing this day? And
what predicament are we going to be in this time?
And it doesn't even necessarily have to be like on a specific subject. It's just like, I'll find something that looks interesting or funny, and then I'll find a certain character that looks funny and mix the two together, and then put something else in there, and then throw in, if she's going by herself to the park, I'll put the little hidden Donnie in there to see if somebody could find it. And sometimes there's other little things in there that some people will find. And that's, I don't know.
And then friends getting involved, wanting to send you the Bitmoji because they want to be a part of it too.
Yeah. So I got to start creating some of those too, where other people that want to get in on it. Which, by the way, I know we've spoke about this before, but we don't like to follow categorize the people that hang out with us as followers or whatever. These people are our friends,
Our buddies.
yeah,
Yeah, they really are.
We don't have followers, we don't have fans, we have friends,
Mhm.
and all of these friends that want to get in on the
Yeah, they
Bitmoji
sent
thing.
them to
Yeah.
us. So it's like, yes.
So we're gonna have to get them all in certain ones and hide certain ones, or do it all, big montage. I'm not sure yet, but
Mhm.
we're working on that.
Well, that's cool. You get to get your creative juices in there too. So that's awesome. So Jen, your question is, with your passion for Disney, knowing it's been primarily focused in California, do you have any plans to visit international Disney parks? Maybe out here on the East Coast, down in Florida or Hawaii?
You have plans?
I made it without him knowing, but he doesn't know I'm coming out there next week. No, just kidding.
That's basically how you'd have to do it, because I'd be flipping out.
For me, it would have to be like where I can drive. You couldn't get me on an airplane. The only way you're going to get me on an airplane is if you put like a little something something in like my water the night before and like sack me over like a sack of potatoes. And then voila, I woke up in like,
Like
Hong Kong.
You ever seen Hudson Hawk where they do that?
Yeah.
He wakes up in Paris. No.
Yeah, like, woohoo, I made it to Hong Kong. All right, I'm cool now. But that would be the only way you're going to get me someplace other than me driving. And I can't bring Donnie with me because he won't get on a plane either. But the funny thing is, he won't get on a boat.
Yeah.
So we're like stuck in the United States, Canada, or Mexico.
It's so weird how, especially me, how that's happened to me, to where, long story short, as a kid, no fear, there's, for some reason, I've traveled and flew so many places, but nowadays my anxiety is so just ridiculously out of control. I can't do it. And same with her. She's been on boats and planes but it's the same thing. I think my anxiety is contagious, and now she has it. I gave her my anxiety.
So we're stuck.
We're stuck.
Yeah,
Unless you get drugged.
here.
Unless you get drugged.
Yeah,
Unless you
exactly.
get drugged. They do that for
You gotta
pets
do
when
that.
they travel.
The
Can
Hudson
they
Hawk
not
thing,
do
man,
that
I'm
for
serious.
people?
You gotta crank me and throw me in a
Yeah,
box.
there you go, just like a pet.
Yeah.
Here you
We'll
go.
put you in a little crate and
Wake
you
up
can
there.
just relax in there. Go night night.
Just as long as we're asleep before you put us in the crate.
Yes, that's true. That might be kind of
Mhm.
Yeah.
We'll have to travel.
And I just need a little blankie,
a little,
and I'll probably just go right back to sleep anyway if I wake up. I'll sleep anywhere.
That's hilarious. They should do something for people that are worried about that stuff. So, but you'll ride all those crazy rides at the park, right? You go on stuff I would never in a billion years go on.
She does.
Except for the death wheel.
No, but you have ridden it.
Yeah.
There you go.
Unwillingly, but I
That's
did.
Well,
We'll figure it out as we're boxing humans into crates here. Let's jump over to Sammy and talk about social
That's
media.
It is our hope here on the Triple C Show that you'll want to follow our guests tonight on their social media platform. Jen and Donnie can be found on YouTube with 2000 and now 2001, because I just followed you right now. YouTube, Instagram with 258 followers, Instagram with 1,777 followers. They also have a Facebook platform and a shop. How cool is that?
And we are dropping the links for all those into the chat. We've been doing it all night long. There is, let me take that comment off the screen so we can see the full thing there. There's Jen's Instagram account where you can find her. Hey, this is a great highlight, Sammy. Thank you for doing it. There's Jen's Crochets, her YouTube channel at 399 followers. We can get her over 400 tonight easily. That should easily happen here. And then, of course, Donnieland has her own Instagram, right, as Sammy stated. And Sammy brought up their YouTube channel. They also have a great YouTube channel as well. So follow all their socials. All their links will be in the chat. Thank you, Sammy, for highlighting those. We always want our friends that are here to find up. There's a Jennerling right in someone's hand. So
I love that.
People have.
Is it just me, or does he
Oh,
look
we
like
need
he
to-
has this big mouth that's like, oh, there's another one.
They're popping up
Love that.
everywhere. Mine
There's
bit me
one.
earlier, so I'm following agreements. I got bit by mine earlier. So
What?
well,
By yours.
I
it
didn't
was
tell
either
it to do that.
it was either that or my modem shocked me, but I'm blaming the mouse. So
What? It is the cutest, softest thing ever.
well, let's talk about some of this stuff with social media. And
Yes.
Sammy, you have some questions for Jen and Donnie.
I do. So Jen, please take a moment and share with us, those of those people that are watching, a small overview of what you can find on your social media platform.
Okay. On mine personally, on Jen's Crochet, I do, hats, sweaters, plushies, you name it. But mainly right now, it's been a lot of plushies that I've been doing. And it's mainly people ask if I could do certain things. And so then I just, I try to do that, or I'll see something that's cute on a t-shirt. I'll try to create it. Sometimes I just think of something. It's like, oh, I got to do it. Kind of like my newest with these guys, I found a pattern for some ghosts. And then I wanted to make them Disney ghosts.
Nice.
And
Oh, very cool. Look at that.
That is so
Make that
good.
So cute.
That's so good.
he's wearing his little Disney hat.
How long does
So-
something like that take you?
Hi, guys.
They're so
That's awesome.
cute.
If I'm not being bugged, I can get it done in probably an hour.
What do you mean by
Oh,
bug?
wow.
Honey, I'm hungry. Honey,
Not naming
I
anyone.
can't find my socks. Honey,
Gotta
do we
love it.
have ketchup in here? I can't find it.
Mm.
So
How about over on-
there's
how about over
little
on-
things.
How about over on Donnieland?
So Donnie, as you look,
Donnieland,
towards the future, your YouTube channel, what are your long-term goals with your YouTube channel?
Long-term goals, really seriously, it's all about meeting the people that we've met, meeting more of them. I've grown to realize that the whole number thing is just a number thing, kind of like age. Not to say that I don't.
Appreciate.
Yeah, appreciate's not even the word
Yeah.
for it either. The numbers, the likes, the comments, the subscribers, the members, on and on and on. Getting to 2K like we just did. Seriously, it's awesome. It dumbfounds me that people are tuning in to hang out with us when there's a million other things they could be doing. But more importantly, the people we've met along the way that become our friends and even closer than that, as well as the people that we just run into that are just beautiful people that are so special. That's really the future of the channel, and that's really what inspires me to keep going and keep going there and keep doing this, because these people they're special people, man. They're beautiful people that you just can't describe. There's no words to describe these people until you happen upon it. It's like something that touches your soul. And
Well said.
And I could go on and on about this whole subject, but that's literally the future of the channel, if not the future of my life, really.
They have no idea how they saved us. They come to us thanking us, but they have no idea. The thanks is for them.
Yeah, sometimes it's even just the cast members at the parks that you run into. That we've, especially the last couple of weeks, her and I both have encountered a couple of cast members. I mean, not to say that we haven't encountered special and beautiful cast members prior to this, but the last couple of weeks, her and I have both. We've we've met some beautiful people that don't even realize that they are doing what they're doing.
Yeah, they don't.
You let them know that they are, and they're just think they're just doing their normal thing, but which is even better because that just proves that they're doing their normal thing and they're not trying to be something they're not.
Yeah.
And that's, I think, what I always call these people. They're beautiful people. Not, I'm not just saying about their looks, although you know they could be very beautiful on the outside, but they're very just beautiful
Right here.
people. You know,
It's right there.
and that. Sorry about rambling on, but that literally is the future of the channel. And as I said a minute ago, probably the future of my life too. Keeping these people, running into these people, meeting these people, keeping them around me. You know?
Growing that friendship, that bond, where it becomes more than a friendship. Just
Yeah,
it truly is.
There's no words to put into it. It's
No.
so hard, but and I know it sounds. It may sound like these are just words coming out of my mouth.
No.
That it's just like, oh, he's just. I mean, there might be people watching me just, oh, he's just saying this stuff, but you know, it's a real thing. You know, these people are. There's no words. I mean, literally, it's just that's it. Sorry to babble on, but that's
Okay, no,
literally that's what it's all about.
It's very important. Before I go over to Jen, who has some great topics, and Angela's coming right behind her with a great channel that you want to talk about. Steph, do we have anybody else new that's come in we want to say hi to real quick?
We do. So hello to Ellie. Hello to Corby Sinclair. Hello to Lawrence, Mr. Park Bros. Hello to Kiki and Luca. And hello to Kevin Sparrow and
Awesome.
Miss Lynn.
Miss Lynn, welcome in. Make sure you're subscribed if you're not to the channel. We do these interviews every Sunday night, Disney Magic every Friday night with our news and merch show that Angela and Jen and myself and Tina do. Do me a favor. Let's go to Jen. We've got a couple good topics here I see that she wants to talk about. Jen?
Well, we've touched on this just a little bit here, but I just want to keep talking about your crocheting because I just I mean, come on. But you've also done some very special things with your crocheting also in the park. So let's talk about your crocheting channel for a minute. And can you share a little bit of your inspiration behind that?
I'll share a little tidbit. I started crocheting when I was pregnant, very cliche. Made the world's ugliest blanket. I don't even know what shape it was. It wasn't a square. It wasn't a circle. I just don't know what it was.
You created a new shape.
I created a whole new shape. It was funky. And then I had my child and I kind of put it away. I didn't have time. Years later, when I started school, I noticed there was a kiddo that had a really hard time making friends. She wanted to make friends. She just couldn't. It was really hard for her to get out and go up to other girls. And I thought of a way to try to help her. I pulled out my crochet hook. I got some white yarn. And at my school, and like a lot of schools, Hello Kitty is queen. Like,
yeah,
Hello Kitty is all that. And then some. So I'm going to make her a Hello Kitty hat that she can wear. And the girls will go up to her instead of her going up to the girls. And sure enough, it worked like a charm. They were going up to her. They were talking to her. She was making friends because it was easier now because they were coming to her. Many years later, I'm sitting on the outside and she's on stage. She's running for student council and she's the president.
Wow.
At our school.
That's awesome.
She wasn't talking to anybody.
Oh my gosh.
And in 5th grade, here she is. My sweet girl just up there. Like,
It's amazing.
Love it. Love it.
She
love
can
it, love
move
it.
so far,
Oh my
but it's like
goodness.
that. It's. I guess it kind of started that way. I make things, yes, to help out, to supplement because, well, it's hard. We're on,
Yeah, let's not go there.
it's me working, so hey, if I can make a few things and sell some crochet and stuff like that. But a lot of times too, it's like I do this because it's a therapy. It gives me ease. It relaxes me. It gives me peace to make this stuff. It makes me happy to make this stuff. And when I decided to make some of these Disney things when I was there, And just seeing the face on somebody that I would just hand one to kind of changed things for me. And it was like, wow, look, they don't even realize the joy they're spreading. Well, look, I need to thank you for that joy. And then it just turns around to just a big thing. And even yesterday, it was, we both started crying. She was just so sweet, making us our 2000 button yesterday on stream. And she was just such a beautiful soul. Again, doing what she probably does every day, because you could just tell, you can feel it coming from her. And I was like,
Yeah.
I need to give you something. And I pulled out, you know, the ghosties that I'm making, and she started crying. And she was just like, I was like, are you kidding me? Like, you're making me cry because look how wonderful you were to me. Like, that's, if these just spread a little bit of love and kindness and bring a little happiness to somebody, and I'm able to do that in a world where things can be so ugly sometimes.
I think that's a beautiful response, and I love that.
Exactly.
That was actually I think Jen's next topic was talking about the magic
Right.
thing. You really covered everything in a nutshell there, and I love that. And I'm going to ask our Jen in just a second to do something, but real quick, I want to tell everybody one of the things I didn't put up tonight, but I wanted to verbally highlight it is when Jen Crochet is out there doing her thing, they will from time to time put a link into their live stream. So if you're live watching them and you would like to bless Jen in her creative momentum to make magic for others, you can go on to her Amazon page
Amazon
and you
list.
can bless her by buying some crocheting materials that might be needed. It's a great way for you to fully impact and bless the channel with a kind of a magical super chat. So look for that when you're over in their stream. I'm going to ask my Jen here, because there's two Jens. I'm in the middle of a Jen sandwich in a way. I'm going to ask our Jen. Jen, tell everybody what, from your vantage point, watching them when she's doing the magical moments, what are we seeing when she's doing that? As the lights go out in China. Did we lose our Jen? I think we did. I think she lost power.
You
Oh,
put her on
no.
the spot and
She
she
lost
froze.
power.
So let me answer for her. Here's what I see. No, I'm not going to do that. Please don't tell her I did that. She'll kill me.
Just gonna kill you.
Let me just tell you what I see is I see Jen and Donnie out there walking up to people in the park. She says her power's out. So walking up to people in the park and blessing them. Kids, people that are having a rough day, those of challenged backgrounds, people that she sees do something nice for somebody else. She just finds a way to bless people with some of these creations. She blessed me. She blessed me with one of them here, and I treasure it dearly. And I'm grateful for it. So keep an eye out for these magical moments over there on the channel, and I appreciate that. Let's go down and let's talk about who you want to highlight tonight. Miss Minter, could you jump in here?
Yeah, certainly. So I know we were talking about them earlier, but we do ask those enhancers and creators in our community to share with us content that they love. So tonight we did ask our guest, and as they've previously kind of talked about a little bit, was Provost Park Pass. So if you could talk to us a little bit more about Chris and what brings us to, you know, what we can find over on his channel and what they mean to you guys.
Yeah, you know, I can't say enough about the Provost family. Chris in particular, you know, I know it's for us it's hard to highlight you know, a couple or even a handful of people that we are inspired by or whatever. But for us to pick one, it's really easy. Chris literally pulled me from the darkest depths of hell, if you want to go that deep. You know, as Jen was saying earlier, you know, it's hard for me to talk about it, but you know, he is such a sincere person, such a good a beautiful person, as I just said a minute ago. And as I was going through all the problems that Jen was talking for me, because I got all, it's very hard to talk about it. And as I was going through all these Disneyland and stuff videos, trying to go to a happy place, and he spoke to me, and it's not just him speaking to me, it's him speaking to everybody. And it's, if you haven't met the guy in person, it's I don't even have the words for it again. It's even more so. Okay. You can tell that he's a legit person, that he does this, he feels this, and he speak as he always says, and I am talking to you. He literally talked to me, and
He's a good man.
Yeah, I mean, literally, he's a beautiful person, and I could go on and on and on talking about him.
With the interaction in the park.
Yeah,
just says it
yeah.
all.
When I first met him and explained this to him, and once again, Jen had to talk for me because, I was very emotional, but and this
But
is
he
weird too,
understood.
because, and I've said this before, look, I've worked and met with some of the most famous people on the face of the planet, and to meet him, if you wanted, people would describe it as, oh, you had to go all fanboy on him or whatever it is, it's totally a different thing. You're not talking about working with, Ray Charles or B.B. King or all these famous people that I've worked with my entire life. I'm just talking about a normal person you would meet on the street, Chris Provost, and it was a thing,
No,
It's very good.
it was a Christmas miracle.
Yeah, Jen, it wasn't even near Christmas, but Jen was calling it was a Christmas miracle.
They are beautiful people. I want to back Donnie up in what he's saying. And I'll go even further by saying 236,000 people cannot be wrong. It just goes to a testament.
And that's not enough. And that's literally not even, he, as I was talking before about the numbers, he's just awesome. And his wife, Amanda, the whole family, the whole channel, everything they do, even as far as a channel, but the messages that they put out is such a positive message,
And he's full of energy, which goes right with you guys with energy. It's a perfect
and there's no way that I could say I'm the only person he's ever touched. You know what I'm saying?
No, he touched me when he came onto the channel, and when I was very small, extremely small, and they were already 90,000, and I was minute. Wow. And he and Amanda took the time to do an interview with me from Utah at the time when they were traveling. They're just good people, and he always responds to me whenever I send him a note, and I appreciate that. So it's good people. Let's do a quick recap here, Sammy, if you wouldn't mind. Main Street Cowgirls here, everybody. Love the Cowgirl. Let's do a quick. Sammy, help me out.
Yes, so we had an awesome show tonight. Here's some highlights. Tonight was an incredible evening spent with two amazing creators coming to us from California parks. We learned about personal challenges and success in their life, opening up about topics of personal importance that have developed to the people that they are today. We talked about both Donnieland and Jen's Crochet, the efforts put together by Donnie and Jen to deliver magical memories on both platforms is undeniable. Certainly breaking down the walls between Disneyland's and Walt Disney World's takes talent. Donnieland delivers those results. It's always entertaining on Triple C Show, and tonight that followed the plan to perfection. Please assure you are following all of their social media accounts, and I encourage everyone to leave a comment with their thoughts on tonight's interview or notes for the guests. You never know, there might be a prize.
Well, there will be a prize this coming Friday based on new subscribers tonight and new subscribers from this week. There will be a prize on Friday, so make sure you're subscribed. Before I go to Steph and talk about next week's guest, and we finally thing here, I want to remind people of a couple of things. One, Dad Builds will not be live tonight. Had some power challenges down there from the hurricane. So I'll be live later tonight after the football game doing some Disney magic. But more importantly, you can go over tonight Donnieland is leaving the house. As soon as they're done, they're going to be live celebrating 2,000 subscribers. There's 77 people in here. I challenge you tonight to go over there, give them a hello on their live stream, check out the magic they do, celebrate a little 2,000 with them. I'm telling you right now, when I go live tonight at 11:30 my time for the East Coast people, as I usually do on Sunday nights, we are raiding Donnieland. So it's coming, and we're going to come see you. Kevin Sparrow says, hey, Pete, are they on Twitter or X? No. You got Kevin. They're dropping links into the chat. You can find them on Instagram, Facebook are their two primaries, and go through the chat there. All their links are directly in there, including both YouTube channels and their shop where you can find and buy their stuff, all kind of great stuff. So that's important. However, the Adventure Lees are live now at the park, so you can check them out. They were a guest recently, and Disney Baker goes live or just went live a couple minutes ago doing his chat. You can check out both of them. And if you like football, which I know that Donnie is a huge Ravens fan now, you know.
I might as well
hair,
because
so.
Yeah, we got the Ravens and the
Rams
Bills.
aren't doing anything.
Rams are rough right now. We got the Ravens and the Bills at 8:20 on our channel. Steph, who do we have coming next week?
All righty. So next week, we're going to continue our West Coast focus with another Disneyland-based creator. This creator, their content has 500 plus videos on their channel and over 1,500 subscribers. Their content library includes Disneyland, DCA, and full coverage of Knott's Berry Farm as well. They're just a couple of adults who are huge kids at heart that share good times and memories with all of us from their viewpoint. Joining us next week will be Wink and Linda Lou of Wink's Wild Ride.
They're coming to the channel, another quality content creator from the friends out in California. So I'm excited about that. It'll be a good time. We're going to go around here for a final thought of the night, and then we'll tidy things up here. I'll go to the ladies first, since Jen made it back in. That was a hard work to get up, get your router running and everything and going.
Woo!
I'm impressed. So you can go first on your final thought.
Well, sorry about the technical difficulties. I could not control that, but I'm glad that I was able to come back. You guys know that I love you. I've been there supporting you, watching you. I'm honored to be one of your mods. So happy. I have all good things to say. The thing I hope the most is that I can make that trip out west to see you guys. That's what I'm really hoping for. I want to make that happen. That would mean the world to me to be able to give you guys some big hugs. But you've definitely made a difference in my life, and I just want you to know that. So I love you guys. I love your story. I love everything about you. I can't say enough good things. I know it sounds sappy, but it's the truth. So thank you. Thank you very much for being on the show tonight.
Thank you. Great sentiment. Angela?
Yes, thanks for being on the show. Thanks for sharing all your amazing stories. And thanks to Jen for sharing some of your crochet stuff. I love crocheting as well. So it's good to have somebody who understands that passion. And then I hope to eventually make it out there so I can meet you guys. I'm hoping to try to plan a trip next year sometime, hopefully. So hopefully I can meet you guys in person when I go out there. But yeah, thanks for coming on.
Love it. Love it. Thank you, Angela. Very well said. Miss Sammy D.
Thank you both for coming on the show today. And Jen, as a special needs mom, thank you for all that you do.
Love it. Beautiful, beautiful, beautiful. To the point. I love it. Sammy's always right to the point, right on it. Bam. Love it. Miss Stephanie Kiel.
Thank you guys both for being here tonight, and thank you for being so transparent and so real. I think there's so much of you guys that all of us can relate to in our worlds too. So it's really nice that you're so vulnerable and can come on and talk about stuff that other people share in as well. So hang tight. Remember, none of our interactions are by chance.
Thank you, Stephanie. Very specially said. I like that. Thank you.
Yeah, great.
Donnie and Jen, I'll go to you first. Your final thought for tonight's show.
You know, first and foremost, Pete, you know, what you do is once again, I'm at a loss for words for a guy that's supposed to be a writer. You know, it's hard to put words into certain things, but you are awesome, man. The thing you do, just like how I was describing about Chris, you know, I don't know if you realize it, what you do and what you do for people. And I'm not just talking about YouTubers or content creators or whatever. What you do for people is very, very special, and we appreciate what you're doing, and what you've done for us, you know, and what you do for other people. You know, we all know. I hope everybody that watches you knows your story, and my final thoughts on today is basically like any other day that I'm watching you on. I've become the biggest ninja watcher. I kind of need to apologize to all the other channels out there, but lately it's been very, very hard for me to go into a chat and type. It's very hard for me to do that. I've become the best ninja watcher ever. But on all the shows that you do and I watched, what you do, that's my final thought for the day. I mean, you're doing it for us right now, you know. So, and I say that to everybody on your crew that's there and the crew that's not there. You know, I'm so let down that Tina couldn't be here. I know I've spoke before about Tina, how I just love her voice. She needs to be a voiceover actor. She has that voice, that timbre.
She got her hands on a pair of coconuts and she's out. So.
Yeah. But anyways, my final thoughts are just thank you, Pete, thank your crew for everything you do. That's my final thoughts on this show.
Thank you.
Thank you.
I'm grateful.
What you do for us and what you do for other people.
Thank you. So nice.
You guys are beautiful humans. You really are. You have no idea how much you've touched people, how much you inspire people. The way you build up people is amazing. It's things like that also you inspire. You inspire us to do things like the big race. You inspire us to do things like we raid other channels, which is unheard of, but you do it. Mm-hmm. Well, we want to do that. Why not?
Why not?
This is just about love, people.
It's about giving everybody. Yeah.
We love you started, like it says in the song, it takes just one. Yeah. You were that one, Pete.
Yeah.
And look, we're following, and we hope there are others that will follow because you were the one. You started a wave.
You did. I couldn't wait to get to 1,000 because you can't raid other people's channels until you get to 1,000. And I couldn't wait. That day we hit 1,000, that day
we're raiding people.
I was raiding somebody.
We got this. And you were that one. You started a wave.
Thank you very much. I appreciate that. And this show, I'm very proud of this show and what the ladies put into this show and how they go about this. Was another great show. A lot of love to the Donnieland. I don't know what do you can just call them family friends. You know, I think they need a cool word.
Friends.
Like the Dominators, the Donnieland Dominators or something. You guys, your followers came in and strived tonight like Nanny Pooh Bear, who I love. I see her in there all the time. She's here now. Again, hopefully the Main Street Cowgirl, you know, I've met her through you guys and love all these people that follow you and the way you guys work with each other. I'm going to finish with my final thought and say, you know, remind everybody, first off and foremost, make sure you're hitting all of their social media. We want to say thank you to Donnieland for coming in tonight and joining us and having a good time and hanging out with us and doing all the things that we're doing. So make sure you're following their YouTube. You know, they got their social media. They have a presence over on Facebook. Their merchandise shop. You want some Donnieland? That's a cool logo. I like that. You want that? I'd really like that on a soft powder North Carolina blue. That would look pretty good. You can follow Jen Crochet and support her channel through a lot of great things. And a reminder again, Winks Wild Ride will be back next week. My final message to you guys is pretty simple, and I want to get out of here in 30 seconds, is the one thing that I love when I'm out there seeing it, because I'm always happy to see it and always trying to find or emulate or replicate or however you want to say it. Hey, Nola Lala. I love the interaction and the happiness between you two. I think it sets a precedence for how people can treat each other, whether they're streaming, whether they're in life, whether they're doing everyday stuff. And I love watching you two interact. It makes me smile every day. And much love, much success. I can't wait till we're having you back on the show and we're talking about being a 5-digit number or more, because it's coming. I don't know what the time is, because God has a timing for everybody on their YouTube channels for where they're supposed to be, and only He knows that. But I know it's someday you'll be there. So thank you for being here tonight. Hang tight backstage. I'll give you some quick information after the show. Ladies, another great quality job on the show tonight. I appreciate you here. Much love to Tina, who's feeling a little bit under the weather. We hope that she'll be back to feeling well really soon. Reminder, no dad builds. I'll be doing Disney at 11:15. Donnie's Land is going live here in just a little bit on their channel from Disneyland. Come on, you're going home. It's Disneyland. You're there. And then I'm doing football. I'm doing football in about 25, 30 minutes. Thank you, everybody. And with that, we bid you a fond good night.
Peace, love.
You got a smile that makes the sun rise. You make it shine. But I can see that